Hello, traders. Welcome back to our weekly market outlook. And it's a new month. So we are in June now. So it's a new month and a new week. And in this week, we have several fundamentals coming up. So key fundamentals for this week are the interest rate for Canadian dollar, which is on Wednesday, and the interest rate for the euros, which is on Thursday, and we also have the NFP on Friday. So to be quite a week with volatility, and uh, the dollar will be having one of the biggest news on Friday, which is the NFP. So we should be prepared for that. So let us have a quick analysis on a few pairs here. So this is pound USD. We'll start our analysis on the monthly time frame. And on the monthly time frame, we'll be looking at areas of support and resistance to determine the market structure. So this here shows that we should have a bullish market structure. So it formed an area of support here, and the market is rising. And our next target should be this area of resistance here. And if it breaks, then we should have our next target just below the 200 EMA. So the weekly time frame, you can see. So last week candle, we had a retracement, and you can see how this week candle has begun. But the market structure overall here is still bullish, still bullish. And this is on the daily time frame. You can see a pin around the 13 EMA suggesting that we should have a peak reset on the hour one. And we have the month beginning candle showing bullish momentum there. And this here is the half hour time frame. So we had a shark fin around the level middle, which suggests a peak reset on the hour one time frame. So on the hour one, we are around an area where we should have a peak reset, and can see our the reversal started around the hesitation zone here. So we have around this hesitation zone at 1.34, 250. So my anticipation is that pound USD would form a very good peak formation low here as a peak reset, and then we should be good to go. So this anticipation aligns with higher time frame buyers, as on the monthly and weekly time frame we have seen that the market structure is very bullish. So that is my anticipation on GBP USD. So now let us look on Euro USD. Let us start with the monthly time frame. So here we are looking at the market structure. Okay, so we are having a very strong bullish market structure here, and we are about to break this 200 EMA. So we're about to break this 200 EMA. So the candles are still forming green. You can see how the last month candle, so this is the May candle, is still showing a bullish momentum. And the weekly time frame, it's also showing a bullish market structure. They're still going up. And this is the daily time frame. So on the daily, you can see the market started its movement around this point here. and we are up. So we are up level 1, and we are going for the second level. Okay, so this is the alpha, and you can see the shark fin is there, just as GBP USD. So you can see these two correlated pairs are having like the same structures. So here is where we should have our peak formation low. So let us draw the ADR is around 88 pips, 92. So let me just leave it at 90. So that's ADR times 1, ADR times 2, and ADR times 3. So the current cycle has already completed 2 times ADR, suggesting that it has moved like 2 levels. So you can see 1, 2, and we are now looking to go to the third level. So what is our anticipation here? Okay, so the M2 pivot is around the hesitation zone and the 800 EMA, but also this is also the low of London session on Friday. So this is also a session low. So if the market retraces to this point and form a pattern, to be a very good buy trade for us. So that's our anticipation on Euro USD. And Euro JPY has been consolidating. Like we haven't seen a significant move since we have been analyzing it for a long time now. So let's have a look on what it can do this week. So this is our monthly time frame. As usual, the market structure is bullish here. The market structure is bullish. So we had this support area and we are going up. This is the weekly time frame. You can see it is bullish, but it is moving very, very slow. You can see this is like a rectangle pattern here as a continuation pattern, and we should be going up. You can see the consolidation here. So from March up to today, we haven't seen a significant move on Euro JPY. Yeah. So if you look at the daily time frame, you can see our last bullish move started on the 200 EMA. Where this move, we are having like a retracement here, but if you look at it closely, it is forming like a head and shoulder pattern here. I think this move is because of the JPYs, eh? So I would anticipate for the market to come back to this order block here and then go up, eh? So that is my anticipation on JPY because higher time frame buyers is still showing that we are bullish, eh? We are bullish, and that means we align our anticipation with the higher time frame buyers, eh? So this is gold, and on the monthly time frame, gold is still having a bullish market structure. On the weekly, however, we are a bit in a continuation pattern here. So this consolidation is also a continuation pattern. So we should expect for gold to continue going up, eh? That's what I should expect here. So this. So On the hour fall, you can see this is the shark fin that was formed at this point here, and it's around the level middle, suggesting a peak reset. And it is a point where gold started its movement going up. So here we're having this structure, and you can see there is a gap here that has opened today. So ADR is around 6.8. So there's a gap here. You can see we have a gap on gold here, and gold is on the rise. I do not think if gold will come to fill that gap today. So we should be expecting maybe a little retracement and then a continuation up. But I don't think if gold would come to fill this gap today. So on Friday, we had the market move. We had market movements based on the fundamentals that occurred on Friday. So the president of the United States actually tweeted about China, and we had high volatility in a few minutes. So this happened on gold here. We had one on JPY, and later on, you can see the market reversed. And this is pound card. Pound card on Friday, we had Canadian dollar news. We had card news. We had, it was unemployment rate, I think. Okay, so let us do our analysis. So this is the monthly time frame. And you can see the market structure here is showing that we are in a bullish market structure, and we should continue going up. This is the weekly time frame. This when you look at this, you can see how the market had moved here, like 1, 2, and it is going for the third time now. So this area here, it has been a zone that is difficult to break. You can see how it is living these weeks. But based on the monthly market structure, I see that this zone will be broken, and we should go up. So here we have the daily time frame. You can see the month beginning candle. However, I would anticipate for price to come and touch the 50 MA before going up. Okay, so we're having bullish gap lay here. So we're having a harmonic pattern. We're around the large quarter point. TDI is showing features of shark fin. However, for this structure, I would anticipate for TDI, so the RSI price line to go down a bit again and continue up. So you can see how CAD moved on Friday. So that was a very big move. So this here is like a peak formation. However, it is against the current market structure based on the monthly and the weekly time frame. Let us measure how many ADRs it has moved so far. So that's ADR times 1, ADR times 2, and ADR times 3. So it has moved so far 2 times ADR. So I think it will complete all 3 ADRs before going up, because for a peak reset to form, we expect for the market to complete only 1.5 ADR. But for this situation, the market has actually completed more than 2 times a year. So a bigger retracement to this point form a pattern for us to sell. And we should expect a peak formation low, maybe around this half point here, for it to go up. That is on GBP CAD. So let us finish our analysis with USD ZAR. So USD ZAR has been having like a bearish market structure here. We are around this order block based on the monthly time frame. So we are having this order block here, the bearish market structure. We are there. This is the weekly time frame. You can see last week candle was bullish, although not a good engulfing candle. Okay, so you can see how the daily is looking. Price is forming a pattern around this point. We are having the 800 EMA at this area too. Okay, so this is good news, eh? Like we should be expecting for our USD ZAR now to go up. So on Friday, we had an ID50 trade here on USD ZAR. So right now we're around the blueberry here. We can anticipate for a blueberry trade. So for price to come to the pivot point, form a pattern, and then continue up. So that will be like a blueberry trade, but also a safety trade. That is what I anticipate on USD ZAR. Let me draw the ADR boxes here to determine where is our target. Okay, so we should expect for USD ZAR to retrace to the pivot there. And if you go to the 15 minutes, it's just below the New York low. No, it's very far from New York low. So right now it's around the New York low and the blueberry forming that pattern, but it's very early. It's very early week beginning. We had this gap here, but it was already filled. Okay, so I should expect for the market to do that before going up. So that is my analysis for this week. And we should never forget that this is NFP week, and we are having quite a number of fundamentals during this week. So it should be a high volatility week and a very good week for us. So don't forget to like, drop a comment below. I'd like to know what pairs you're looking at for this week. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you want to join our programs, our training and mentorship program, our signal programs, you can simply DM us or text us on Telegram or on WhatsApp. I'll be there to help. Otherwise, have a profitable trading week ahead of you. Thank you.